Good evening, grade sixes at St. Gregory. Welcome to another segment of Math with Mr. S. Today, we're going to be exploring dividing of decimals by numbers less than 1. Before we were doing more than 1, but now we're going to do less than 1. I hope you guys enjoy this. Sadly, we have to start out with base 10 blocks. So, here we go. So, with base 10 blocks, you guys, what we always do is we're going to do 0.8 divided by 2 here. So what I have to do first is model 0.8. So 0.8, if we look at it, 0.8 is in the tenths here, the eighth, okay? So what we're going to do is put 8 tenths. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Now, very simple, okay, we're going to divide that by 2 to make 2 groupings. So we have 1 here, and we have 1 here. So 0.8 divided by 2 is 0.4 because we made 2 groups, and now in each group we have 4 tenths. So here my answer is 0.04. You always look at the groupings here with your base 10 blocks. Okay, another base 10 blocks example, we have 0.15. All right, so a couple ways of doing this, okay? What you could do is look at the 1 here and put 1/10 and then 5 100ths. But what the person did here was they put 15 hundredths. Okay, so we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. So then what you do is it's divided by 3 here. So we have to make 3 equal groupings. So we're going to go 1, 2, and 3. All right, so now what is my answer? Well, what I'm going to do is look at our grouping here, and we have 5 100ths, which, okay, if it was tenths, it would be 0.5. However, because it's hundredths, okay, our answer is going to be 0.05. You always look at the place value. My 5 is in the hundredths there. So the big thing with base 10 blocks, guys, is to group them in equal, okay, and then how much is in each group will be our answer. All right, those are the big things there. And we always want to model, okay, what the answer is, okay? So 0.8 divided by 2, okay? So in that example. Okay, so the second strategy that they're going to teach you, and there's a couple here, okay, is to divide 0.074 by 8, okay? What they did first was they estimated that 0.074 is close to 0.072. And the reason they did that, guys, is because 8 goes into 72 equally, okay? So what we're saying here is 0.072 is 72 thousandths, okay? So if we divide 72 thousandths by 8, we're going to get 9 thousandths, all right? We always look at the place value. So here, 0.074 divided by 8 is close to 0.09, okay? So here what they did was they estimated to find out what it's close to, okay? Well, how do you calculate that? And that's what we're going to do next. So I love what they did in this textbook, okay? They first off identified the place value up top here. So we have ones, tens, hundreds, thousandths, thousandths, 10 thousandths, and 100 thousandths, okay? This is tenths and hundredths there, okay? So then what we did was we did 8, okay, which is our number, divided into 0.074, okay? So the first step they did is, well, 8 can go into 0 times, all right? So we did 8 minus 0 here, okay? And we got 0, okay? Now you're going to bring down this 0, okay, and that goes in 0 times, okay? So you add another 0, all right? Okay, now you're going to go 8 and 2, and you're going to bring down the 7, all right? 8 goes into 7 0 times as well, okay? Now what you're going to do is you're going to go 8 into 74, okay? Like it says right here. It's kind of messed up. 8 goes into 74 9 times, okay, and we get 72. 8 times 9 is 72. So then we get 2 as a remainder. Now what we do is we're going to add our first 0 in our dividend, okay? And we bring it all the way down. 8 goes into 20, twice. Okay, 8 times 16. Then we do 20 minus 16, we're going to get 4. Now we bring another 0 down. 8 goes into 45 times. And we get a remainder of 0. So 0.074 divided by 8 is 0.00925. Well, okay, we know that that's our close answer because we estimated that it should be 0.009. So the long division is one way of doing it for sure, okay? Another way is to create it into whole numbers, okay? So we have our number 0.032 here divided by 2. So what I did was I got rid of the zeros, kind of like when multiplication, okay? And I went 2 into 3 one time, okay? We're going to get 1 left over. Now we're going to bring down our 2. And we're going to get 2 into 12 6 times. So my answer is 16 here, okay? Well, since we have 1, 2, 3 decimal places here, okay, we have to do the exact same for our answer, 0.16, okay? And we put 16 here, okay, because our 6 needs to be in the thousandth spot, all right? And our 1 needs to be in the hundredth spot, okay? So you can do it this way. You estimate with whole numbers, and then you do it, okay? You do the division, and then you estimate based on the decimal places. So 1, 2, 3 here, okay? We go 1, 2, 3. Now to check my work, okay, what I would do is 0.016 times 2. And I'd get 12 here, 3 there, 0 there, 0 there, and I'd get 0.032, which is the answer to this question. All right, guys? Let's do one more together. Okay, so I have another example here. We're going to do it the long division way first, okay? So I'm going to go 5 into 0, 0 times, okay? I am going to get 0. I'm going to bring down my 0. I'm going to place my decimal, all right? Now 5 goes into 0, 0 times, okay? Now we're going to bring down another 0. 5 goes into 0, 0, 0, 0 times, okay? Finally, we get to some whole numbers here, but it's 3. So 5 goes into 3, 0 times, okay? Now what we're going to do is bring down our 5. 5 goes into 35 now, 7 times. 7 times 5 is 35. We get 0. Finally, we're going to bring down our 5, okay? 5 goes into 5 once. So here, my answer is 0.00071. Okay, think about it this way: as we have 5 of these, 5 of this number. Okay, to check our work, all we would do is 0.0071 times 5, and we'd get this. 5 times 1 is 5. 5 times 7 is 35. Add the 3. Okay, 5 times 0 is 0 plus 3 is 3. 5 times 0 is 0, and 5 times 0 is 0. So my answer, when I check my work, is 0.00355. All right? My apologies. I made a big mistake there. I have one more 0 here. Okay, so it would be 0.00355. All right? Okay, now you could do it put it into whole numbers way. We could go 355 divided by 5. 355 divided by 5, well, we're going to go into 7 times. We're going to get 0. We're going to bring down our 5, and we're going to get 71. Okay, well now, all right, if we have 71, okay, what we have to do is go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 decimal places. So we're going to write 71, and now we're going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then decimal. Okay, so my answer here is 0.0071. I went 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, and then I put my decimal right here. Okay, and I got the answer. Okay, we're going to do one more the long division way. All right, so 0.01642 divided by 8. Okay, So we got to ask ourselves how many times does 8 go into 0 0 times. We put our decimal. We get 0 here. We're going to bring down our 0. We got another 0. 8 goes into 0 0 times. Now we're going to bring down our 1. 8 goes into 1 0 times. Okay. Once you do that, you're going to bring down your 6. And now we can get into actual division. So 8 goes into 16 twice. Okay. We get 16 minus 16 is 0. Now we're going to bring down our 4. Okay. So here, you guys, it's very important that 8 goes into 4 0 times, okay? All right, finally, we're going to go 8 into 42, okay? Which isn't finally, sorry, okay? This is a 0. 8 goes into 42 5 times to get 40, and we're going to get 2, okay? Now we're going to add our first 0 in our dividend, okay? We're going to get 20. 8 goes into 20 twice, all right? Now we're going to get 20 minus 16. We're going to get 4. Okay. Now we're going to add another 0. And 8 goes into 40 5 times. My answer here is 0.0020525. Okay. So that's one way of doing it as well.